Hi, I'm Sean Carruthers, and welcome to How Do I on Butterscotch.com. In this series, we're taking a look at the Roku player. In this episode specifically, we're going to show you how to set up your Roku player for use in the house. So the first step, of course, is to take the Roku player out of the box. Inside the box, you'll have the Roku player itself, a power connector, and the remote control. Place the Roku box beside the television. If you want high definition, the best option is to use HDMI to connect the TV to the Roku. There's also a proprietary component plug on the XDS as well, which requires a separate cable purchased from Roku if you want to use component instead. If you want to connect audio to a separate receiver or an amplifier instead of using HDMI to use the on-TV sound system, there's an optical audio connector or analog RCA connectors. Then you take the power adapter, plug one end into the back of the Roku, and then the other end into the wall. Now it's worth noting that the Roku doesn't actually have an on-off switch, so it will stay on full time unless you have it connected to a power bar that you turn off or unless you unplug it. So it is worth paying attention to that. Then you take the TV that you've plugged the Roku into and set it up for the right input that you've plugged the Roku into. The first time you fire up the Roku player, it'll give you a welcome screen telling you it'll take about 5 minutes to go through the process. It'll then ask you what kind of network you'll be using. If you're using a direct Ethernet cable, you should plug it in right now if you haven't already done so, and then choose wired. If you're using a Wi-Fi network instead, scroll down to wireless and press the OK button. It will then do a scan of your local area looking for local wireless networks. Scroll over to the network you want to use and select it. If there's a Wi-Fi password for your network, enter it here. You may have to move over to the caps, symbols, or accents buttons on the side area of this keyboard on screen to get to the characters that you want. It's a bit annoying, but it does work. Then once you're done entering in your password, scroll down to Done and click the OK button on your remote. It'll connect to your network. On the next screen, you can choose between 12 or 24-hour mode for your clock, or change your time zone. Then choose Done when you're ready. Next, you'll get to a section where you actually need your computer to move forward. You'll see on screen a little code that you have to enter to activate and link your Roku player to your Roku account. Now you go to your web browser and head on over to roku.com/link for the next stage of this process. If you haven't already signed up for a Roku account, you can do so here. Then you'll take the code that you see on your TV screen and enter it into the blank on the web page, and then you'll click Link. Once you've done this, the Roku player connected to your TV will automatically move to the next step once you've done this. If you already set up content on your account, it'll then synchronize this plus your settings to a player. You'll get a congratulations notice on your TV, but at the bottom you'll also see the option to set up your TV type. If you choose to click through here, you'll have the option of setting up an old school 4:3 set, a newer school 16:9 set, or if you have a high definition television, you can choose 720p or 1080p if you have the highest resolution possible. It'll ask you to confirm this setting, and if you're sure that you've got the right one, click Confirm, and the Roku player will restart automatically with your new settings. Now when it restarts, it'll take you to the main Roku screen, and it'll land you directly on the channel store, which is where you need to go to start getting channels so you can watch other content on the Roku box. We'll show you how to do that in an upcoming episode of this series. You can see all the other parts in this series, and get the show notes for this and the other parts of the series at Butterscotch.com.